Hi, Dr. Fred here. Got a real quick focused improvement tip for you. And it relates to measurements. So years ago, famously, Peter Drucker pointed out that you get more of what you measure, and I like that. So you really do get more of what you measure. For example, I used to like to point this out, that the denomination that gets the most baptisms are, who would you guess? The Baptists, right? Because they count them, right? They count their baptisms. In fact, they do such a good job baptizing, a lot of people get baptized more than once, right? So you do get more of what you measure, but I want to throw it out a little different way to you to think about for your own business or organization or leadership context. And that is, your metric is your mission. This is the way I would say it. Your metric is your mission. You know, a lot of times we write these mission statements and vision statements and value statements and all these things that are really amazing and cool, but we don't measure them. And what I would argue is, well, let me ask you, what do you measure? Because what you measure is telling you what your mission is. If you measure the money, your mission has something to do with money. If you measure sales, your mission has something to do with sales. I would recommend that you measure shareholder value and you want to measure your employee morale, and you want to measure your customer satisfaction. I think those three things, if they're doing well, you're doing well. And by the way, it's part of what I do, help people understand. We do have a free offering. I guess I should mention this every now and then. If you go to businessbuilderconsulting.com, there's a free course on how to develop your own unique questions to help drive your business. And even that would be a bit of a metric. You know, what if you measured better questions? You'd probably get better questions. Your metric is your mission means that if you have a mission statement of what you're about, then ask the question, how do we measure that? Because if you're not measuring it, then you've got a internal contradiction. We say we value this thing, but we're really doing this. Back to, I'm sorry to use churches as an example, but some of my consulting work has worked with those organizations with my history and background. And a lot of what happens is they'll have a mission like, you know, present hope to the community. That's it. And what do they measure? They measure the people in the seats on the weekend, right? So I'm not mad about that. I'm just saying you're better off saying, you know, our goal is to get people in the seats. That's actually what we measure. That's our mission, get them in the seats. Because once we get them in the seats, we can get them in community and life and impact the world and get resources. Maybe all that works. That's great. But recognize and quit kidding yourself. Whatever you measure, that's your mission. And if you want a different mission, measure something different. If you want that mission, then start measuring it. And you'll be shocked at how cool and quickly that kind of alignment, integration, sanity will help your enterprise. Hope you find this helpful.